Okay, here's a little video about how to cut your hair as a homeless person, okay? There's various different ways to do it. This is the way I've been kind of thinking of. I kind of like to keep my hair longer in the winter time, and that's when it's colder out. Um, as opposed to summer, maybe I'll consider having shorter hair. But I've been having some difficulties with keeping my hair shorter. It's just access to, say, the electricity or something if I wanted to use my shaver. For the longest time, for 12 years, I was cutting my own hair at a particular length with a electric shaver. That thing broke, so it's no longer any good. And then I started really letting my hair grow long. And it was mainly for keeping my head warm in the winter time. But then I let it get a little too long. So, I'll say I am not a very good expert at keeping good hair trimmings, but I will say what I like, okay? And that is keeping it one length all around. And I've been doing that ever since the military. It's like in the military, if you could pinch your hair on the sides, it's too long. So that was the measurement back then. But when I got out, it didn't become quite as much of a problem. Pinching it, wasn't this what no longer became the standard. So I could move on to a different type of style. Overall, I didn't really want the appearance of having still been affiliated with it anymore. So I started playing around with different ideas. And that's when I came across the razor and using that. And that made it easy for a little bit. There was a guard on it that was one length. You just kind of clip it in and just go near. But living homeless, it's a very different approach because you don't always have access to electricity. All right. So, and let me reference my grandpa. He used to pinch with his two fingers the hair, and you could use that as a measuring device, and that would be the length that he cut down to. But I didn't really like that length. I think that's a little too short. So I'm using kind of the grab. If I grab it, and then whatever length extends out past my hands, then I'll cut that. I can do that all over, just on the sides, the back. I'll go through and just cut it with scissors. In the back, I can feel it. It's the length of my hand. Everybody's are different. This is my length, so I've been playing around with that. As you can see, I've been recently doing it, and you could just periodically throughout the day just keep trimming away, and you'll have one length all around your head, and that'll be your hair length. If I wanted to trim my beard, I was doing I let it get so long where it extended past my hand a little bit, but I think I'm gonna work on pinching. All right, what I can pinch there, so you can see on the side, that's what I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna just pinch it, and then take my other hand with my scissors here, and then cut. You want to have a good sharp pair of scissors, all right, because you don't want to be just wrenching away at trying to cut that hair. A good sharp pair of scissors, so you can grab it and cut. See, there's might be a little bit there, but you keep using that as a unit of measurement until you get it all, until it's about the same length all around. This is hair. It's fairly flexible. You can have some mistakes. So doing it this way is fine, especially with longer hair. It's less detectable. If it was military and I missed a little patch of pinching in the back or something, that might be a little more noticeable than having a longer strands of hair. But yeah, there's different ways to measure it, but you know, this is the cheap way, quick way, one you don't need electricity for.